Have you ever been physically hurt by someone? Have you ever felt proud of it? If your answer to both questions is yes, well, what's it like? Because I think it's a weird flex. I just realized this is a bad segue to my topic because there's a B to the D to the S and to the M group out there, but I'm sticking to it. In fact, the whole generation uses it as a badge of honor and call it discipline. And it's something they love to bring up whenever they want to tell Gen Zers that they're soft and sensitive. I don't want to completely disregard the argument. Discipline is definitely important and parents need to teach this to their children to help them succeed in life. There are a lot of methods that parents can use and punishment is definitely one of them. And I don't have a problem until it becomes corporal punishment. What's corporal punishment?
Ooh, get that really.
I don't understand you, Britta! I don't understand you at all!
Well, my trusted friend Wikipedia defines it as a punishment which is intended to cause physical pain to a person. Sure, pain is a great deterrent. Experiments on lab rats show that once certain actions cause them pain, they will definitely avoid that behavior. Unfortunately, kids aren't lab rats, and there are long-term consequences for misusing this kind of punishment.
Hi, Joker.
But before we go any further, let's define some things first. Discipline, what is that exactly? Well, it's control. More importantly, it's self-control, and that is a very useful skill. In fact, it might be one of the biggest indicators of future success. But then again, there's the other definition that parents tend to follow. For them, discipline means to teach obedience and to punish disobedience. That's not inherently bad because learning to follow instructions is the first part of learning. The part about disobedience is where things get a bit muddy. Yes, we need to discourage bad behavior. And we have a lot of options to do that because the main goal is to help the kid understand why. Remember this part, why the behavior is bad. For example, the kid doesn't want to eat their veggies. And you know kids, maybe it's because they don't like the taste, and maybe it looks gross. There is simply something about vegetables that repulse some children. Finding out the reason would help because it can help avoid any misbehaviors. But if you simply try to force a child to eat without helping them understand, they will definitely act out. They might start to go crazy as if you're trying to poison them. And maybe in their underdeveloped brains, that might be exactly what they're thinking subconsciously. So there's a lot of correction that can be done before any bad behavior manifests. But let's say that ship has sailed. The kid is acting out, crying, throwing things. It's a full rodeo. Is punishment needed now? I don't think so. It's annoying, but let's hold off for a little bit. What happens when a kid starts going crazy? They can't keep that up forever, and when they are all out of fuel, the situation will calm itself down. And you get a second chance to make eating veggies a pleasant experience. Broccoli and melted cheese is a great combo and a great place to start teaching kids about food. And you can start understanding your kids' feelings to help them manage their own behavior, letting them know that actions like that, especially outside, may cause problems. So we can validate a child's feelings while helping correct their behaviors that could get them in trouble. So far, we taught the kid validation, self-awareness, and self-control. No punishment needed. But I am willing to bet some people will defend the kind of physical discipline they received. And I have a theory about it. A lot of the comments I read is how they turned out to be great because of the way they were raised. Their claims are debatable, but let's not go into that. My opinion is it's probably a coping mechanism. So what if my dad used to hit me and my mom screams at me all the time? They were just doing their best, and look at me now. I turned out pretty well, right? It's like they need to justify their parents' actions to themselves. It was necessary, it was called for, I was doing something bad, but now I'm a good boy.
I was hiding under your porch because I love you.
But when faced with the reality that there were better ways, that they didn't need to go through pain and abuse, it might feel like a direct attack on their coping mechanisms. Which is why it's a hard topic for them to engage in. I mean, it's not their fault, their parents raised them as best they could, and they do come to understand and accept that. Of course, there are some who can't reconcile with their parents because of the treatment they received, and it takes a lot to change the way you look at people after you got hurt. Or who knows, maybe I'm totally wrong, maybe pain is a good teacher and a strong influence on behavior. Let me know in the comments what you think, and thanks for watching.